back here at the Simpleton Review. Thank you so much for joining us. And before I forget, because I always do, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, because we need all the followers we can get. And I appreciate those 2 of you that watch our videos on a consistent basis. No, I truly do. Well, there's actually maybe 3 on occasion that watches it. That's if my wife decides to watch it or not. Thank you, honey. Appreciate it very much. So, all right, we are back, and we are going to be reviewing the brand new movie out by our friend Gough at Beernuts Productions. And this movie is about the wedding, or a wedding ceremony. Let me remember. I can't remember now exactly what the title was.
What was it called? The Perfect Wedding.
The Perfect Wedding, right. So in this video, Gough acts as an announcer, and he's going to tell you pointers on how to have the perfect wedding. And he covers all topics from what to dress, what to say or not to say at your vows, make sure your kiss is appropriate.
How to be a respectful guest.
That's right, how to be a respectful guest. Make sure your bachelor party is at least 24 hours before your wedding. Make sure you know the person you're going to marry before you and meet them before you actually marry them. So it's an interesting movie. It's definitely it's got its funny points. So why don't we go around the horn here and ask everybody's opinion of Gough's brand new movie, The Perfect Wedding. Charlie, let's start with you. What did you think of Gough's new movie?
Oh my gosh, talking about mature audiences only. It was pretty. Yeah. I mean, he didn't hold back on any of the jokes. I mean, none of them. He totally full throttled everything. But you couldn't help but smile at everything. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, and he was like dead on point, per point, like through the end. Even at the end where he has the lady from the bachelor party talking for a while on how you need to watch the credits. So I mean, everything was like very well involved. So it's like some people would say like kicking a dead horse, but a little bit more.
It was interesting. Let me know what you think about Gough's new movie.
I think if you don't understand dry humor, you might not enjoy this film at all, because that's a lot of it is just dry humor, poking fun at a lot of wedding tradition and what goes on at weddings. And I thought it was really funny. And I've been to 2 weddings just this year alone, and I compared it, and I was like, no, he's right. Yeah, these are mostly right.
So like the entertainment that he decides to get for the wedding, where he's got the guy reading like bad poetry.
No, he's a slam poet.
He's a slam poet. Yeah, at the wedding, and then the DJ that wants everybody to do social interaction songs. And I have been to those kind of weddings too, where everybody wants you to dance the funky chicken or the YMCA. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, I've been there to the YMCA one. Yep, at a wedding. You're just like, really? Do we have to? No, we don't really need to do that. And so, yeah, it's pretty on point. If you have been to a wedding, at least a good Western society Christian wedding, you will understand a lot of the jokes that are in this. Some of the technical aspects of the movie that I thought were interesting. I think it's probably Gough's biggest cast, or at least one of the biggest casts he's probably had for at least the movies I've seen. And I've seen a pretty decent amount so far. So that's really cool that he was able to get all those actors in and get them involved. I thought the dad of the bride was pretty dang funny. I drive a Porsche. Well, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing. I just want to let people know how much money I have. I mean, I've seen. Yeah. Those are. I mean, that is accurate right there. That's definitely accurate. So, speaking of technical aspects, the one thing that did kind of bug me that perhaps, I know there's always budgetary constraints when it comes to these kind of productions, but. I wished that some of the actors were microphoned better so I could hear them. The biggest one was at the very beginning when everybody's getting their makeup put on and stuff. There was times where they were really quiet, especially like the dad when he was in the background. It was really kind of hard to hear some of the things that were said. So that was a bit of an issue. It felt like, I don't know if they had a boom mic. I thought maybe they did, but then like when they were doing the The Bachelor, when they were interviewing the groom and the groomsmen, it like you could tell like the groom was closer to Gough than the others because it felt like they just got quieter as they went down the line talking. So I mean it's a very minor detail, but and I'm sure it might have been, you know, with budgetary constraints that might have been the issue. But the actors he always gets, he hires professional actors. He does put out a casting call for actors there in Australia where he's at. And he manages to find some pretty good actors that are they're professional. They may not have huge credits to their names, but they are professional actors, and they do a fantastic job. He always seems to pick some of the best people for the best roles. And as Charlie was talking about, I think the stripper role was pretty great, especially that entire monologue. And then she's even making fun of the fact that she had to memorize the entire monologue before she came. That's pretty funny. I enjoyed that. But as Charlie mentioned, this one is probably more adult than most of the other movies I've seen that he's made and put out. But it's funny. I mean, there's nothing like, you have to understand that Gough he's an equal opportunity offender, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's not like just doing one or the other. He will make sure that everybody, if you stick around long enough, is going to be offended by something, and that's not bad. It's comedy, and that's fine with me. I truly appreciate that kind of. Look,
we have a vegan at our table. No.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Let's just take all the information away from the bride because that's what we do. I don't even know her name, but she's the best part of the whole wedding, you know. And then I don't know. It's pretty good. Yeah. So there's some good parts. So let's go around the horn and give our score for this brand new movie by Beernuts Productions, Perfect Wedding. Charlie, what is your score for Perfect Wedding?
I'm gonna have to give it a 3.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't. Again, I could get nitpicky and everything, but I think having it almost all being MC'd, like it was supposed to. It felt like it was supposed to flow like a documentary, but it didn't quite because it was like informational and then. I don't know. It just felt a little broken that way.
Okay. All right. Good. Lemuel, what about you?
I think I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think it's certifiable because I thought the comedy was well written. And, like, the actors did a really good job of making sure that we knew we weren't paying attention to them anymore as Gough. I thought that was fun to pay attention to because as soon as Gough starts talking, they all kind of look away from the camera and just, like, don't pay attention to us. So he obviously had some really good direction, and you know, the monologue had me laughing at the end. So. Okay,
I wonder. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I did notice as the film got closer to the end, when Gough would interrupt, it felt like they were getting more annoyed.
That was definitely.
It seemed
on
like
purpose.
it. You think that was a purpose? Yeah, 'cause like especially the scene where like she's about ready to throw the bouquet. And he comes out and the bride looks like she's just like ready to deck him, like shut up already, you know. But I did notice, and this is another technical issue, but there was somebody in a couple of the scenes, like when they got done doing their little skit, there was somebody in the background laughing, and I was like, oh, maybe you need to just re-edit that. I don't know. That's nitpicky, as Charlie said, nitpicky stuff. But I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3.0. Psych. Thought I was going to do 3.5, didn't you? Sorry, Gough.
Whoa.
No, 3.0, and specifically just for the tiny little technical aspects that I noticed in this movie that maybe could be corrected. But other than that, as Lemuel said, I thought the comedy was spot on. It's good stuff. It's well worth a watch. It's well worth taking your time to seek out this new movie, and you can do so by going to beernutsproductions.com, I believe is the name of the website. beernutsproductions.com. I was correct. I was thankful I was correct. I've said it enough times over the years. I should know what it is for now. So go check it out. You can find all of his movies that he's done right there on the website. You can also find the books that he's written. He's written a few children's books that are, you know, little...
children's books.
Yeah, exactly. So they're good too. And you can find some other stuff there about Gough there at beernutsproductions.com. And thank you so much for joining us here at the simpletonreview.com. Please check us out at our website, simpletonreview. Did I say simpletonreview.com when I said thank you for joining us here? I certainly did, didn't I?
I think you did.
It's been a long
And we're getting old.
Yes, check us out. That's right. Check us out on our website. You can also hear this in audio format. You can find us on all podcast platforms, iTunes, Anchor, any of those kind of places like that. And you guys have fun. We'll see you next time here at the Simpleton Review. Bye.
Bye.